So here we go, guys. The season is winding down. We're playing against Virginia Tech in this one, another conference matchup. Should be a good game for us. And Cameron Peoples is just going to get 2. He's trying to get closer and closer to that 1,000-yard mark for the second year in a row. Again, if you guys missed the last video, Ryan Berger is out for the season with an injury. So we will be, oh my goodness, Brady McBride almost threw that into coverage. Really thought that was going to be man coverage for a second. It was really just an excellent job by the corner to be able to back off and play good defense. We'll see if we can pick up the first. We're going to hand the ball off to Cox, and he will get the first. Tim Cox has been a great security blanket for this year. So yeah, Ryan Berger is out for the season. He had an injury, and it will be Brady McBride's chance to start now. Brady had a couple weeks to sit on the bench and kind of think about his play. He's just been very turnover heavy this season, having 7 turnovers already, just in interceptions alone. And he needs to clean up that act if we're going to win games. So 3rd down and 12 now. Going to throw a nice pass over to Deshaun Davis. Is he fast enough? And he's going to get a huge gain of 33. Deshaun Davis over the middle. That route running was fantastic. And a good pass from Brady McBride to pick up a huge gain. 1st and 10. See what we can do to pick up something here. He's just going to have to run with it. And he's just going to, I tried to slide, but he got leveled. Try to see if we can involve Dalton Stroman in on this. He's going to try to get something and doesn't get anything. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. Try a good old triple option play. And Brady's just going to take it up the middle and get the first. Huge run. 1st and goal. See what we can get. Not a lot open. Is he going to be fast enough? Brady's going to run with it, and he's knocked out at probably the 1. A good starting drive for us. Can we punch it in with Peoples? We can. That's a huge touchdown, and we're up 7-0 to start this one. So after the touchdown, it'll be our turn on defense. Now, our defense has been top-notch over the last few weeks, as we have been outscoring our opponents 185-56. That is just crazy. And then you're going to try to run the ball off to the side, and he's going to get the first. Wow, good stretch from Malachi Thomas. We definitely have a handful of notable seniors who are going to be leaving at the end of this year. Jordan Earl, one of those big guys that's going to be leaving, as he really came on strong this year. Both Nick Hampton and Andrew Parker are also going to be on that list of seniors who are going to be leaving, as well as Nick Ross. So we have a lot of notable seniors that are going to be leaving, and it's going to be kind of rough to fill those spots. Luckily, we have quite a few corners, potentially, who we could be able to sign here with recruiting that really could help. As they're going to pick up that first. That's just, they are getting closer and closer to midfield. As they're going to try to run the ball, and that's a good run as they're going to get to midfield. 2nd down and short, and Ronald Clark's going to be there for not much. Speaking of some of those seniors, Jordan Earl has 9 sacks so far on the year, which puts him right in the middle of being able to break a record for us. Our team record is 13 sacks in a season. So they are going to bring up a punt after throwing that incomplete pass, and we're going to just let this one go out of the end zone. I feel like I always want to try these counter plays, but I feel like they almost never work, like exactly that one. 2nd down and 10. Going to have to just throw that one out of bounds. Nobody open. I feel like they like to send a lot of pressure, especially whenever Brady McBride's QB. And Deshaun Davis fighting for 27 yards over the middle. He has really emerged over the last few weeks. Going to see if we can try to run the ball on 1st down, get Cameron Peoples a little bit more yards here. He's going to have some nice blocking. Goodness, that was one of the best blocking runs I've had all season. 17 yards for Cameron. This one looks like it could be maybe another good run play if they get the blocks. And, oh, geez, what a hit. Coach really likes this play. It gives a good opportunity for Christian Horn. Oh, and a great deflection from the corner, or else that's 6. So 3rd and 8 then. Gonna throw it to Deshaun. Oh, you can't drop that, man. They wanted us to try to punt here. I feel like we could try a field goal. It's only 52. Yeah, we make that. I don't know why they want us to punt. That's a huge kick. So after that boot, I mean, we know our kicker's got at least like probably 53, 54 in the tank with a good kick. And I don't know what he was doing there, but he's not going to get much. I think we try to send a little bit of pressure here. We haven't really blitzed him yet. And that is just fantastic. Andrew Parker in there with his 18th TFL this season. That's nuts. 3rd and 8. We'll expect some sort of pass here. And that is not going anywhere. A huge TFL for Ethan Johnson. and that's going to bring up a punt. So after the solid return from Deshaun Davis, we are set up in another great position to be able to put up more points on the board. Only getting 1 yard though on the carry with Cameron. Second down, we'll see if we can potentially hit him with something short here. And Eli Wilson's going to make a nice catch for 8. They were all over the screen pass, so we used the tight end instead and picked up a great gain. 3rd and 1. I like how the defensive line is set up. And Cameron's going to get a great run up the middle for 9 yards and a first. Half the time when we run this play, we end up getting the tight end. What? Oh my gosh. Miller Gibbs. That's his 7th drop pass of the season. 7 drop passes is absurd. That is terrible, especially for a senior. That's not good. And we're going to get 3 with Deshaun. See what we can pick up on 3rd and 7. Gonna scramble out with Brady McBride, and he's gonna try to fight for it, and he gets pushed out of the 2 or 3. Gonna end up audibling this to a power O instead of up the middle, and he's gonna be able to power himself through, and that's another touchdown. We're up 17-zip early. As far as conference play goes, we needed North Carolina and Miami, Florida to lose this week. Miami, I have not seen their score yet, but North Carolina did win by a decent margin, so that's not ideal for us making our conference championship. Maybe you guys will end up seeing the score of the Miami game, and you can let me know in the comments. That's going to be a throw over the middle, and it's dropped. Going to be a very big 3rd down because they're getting behind and behind fast, and he's not going to get it. So 1st and 10 after the punt situation. Just going to have to throw that out. I don't know if we could get that off without being hit as we threw. See if we can hit him with a screen play. Going to throw it off to Christian Horn, and he's going to fight for about 4. Good news is it is a 3rd and manageable. Going to throw it to Dalton Stroman, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. I feel like Dalton Stroman's kind of been cold a little bit the last couple weeks. I mean, he ended up having that 2-touchdown game, which was nice, but... Oh, Cameron Peoples with a fantastic cut move. How did he lose the defender so bad on that? Look at this replay. He's going to just plant his foot in the ground and make 15 run the wrong direction. That was filthy. But I'm just super fortunate that none of our receivers are seniors. Like, we're getting all of them back. They're going to get better. And we're also adding another one in the recruiting pool. Try another little triple option with Deshaun Davis. Gonna run the ball, and Brady McBride has a nice amount of space, and he picks up the 1st. And we're already over 100 yards rushing on the day. Safety coming in, might be a blitz. Cameron's gonna have to just try to fight for it, and he gets a few. We're back to the line of scrimmage. Coach wants to see if we can hit him with those quick slants over the middle. Gonna see what we can do. Dalton Stroman's gonna make the catch, and it's 9 yards, but not enough. Kind of leaving us a spot over here on the side. Nate Noel is gonna not get in. He's down to the 1. After the 1 play off, Cameron Peoples is back to see if he can punch in his 3rd touchdown, and he's in. We're up 23-0 now. Virginia Tech is gonna have to do something here fast because they are falling behind, and our defense is just suffocating another TFL. Our new defensive game plan has been fantastic lately as we've just been locking down opponents. That was a good pass, but it was a real tight window to throw that into. 3rd down and 3. Gonna end up throwing an interception to Milan Tucker. A huge play from the corner, and that's a turnover, and we're gonna maybe put up even more points. Times like these, you kind of just want to take a shot afterward. Well, probably won't be the best idea. Deshaun Davis, though, with a nice gain over the middle for 21. 1st and 10 now. Gonna see what we can pick up. It's gonna be a good throw to Tim Cox. He's gonna drop it. Drops have been killing us. Like, I mean, man, luckily we haven't really needed points, so to speak, but... because it could be much worse if we would need them. We're gonna no-huddle that, though, because time's getting low. 3rd down and 7. See what we get over the middle, and we're just going to try to run with it with McBride, and he gets pushed out for 4th and 1. That's tough. Coach wants us to go for it. I really think we had Stroman over the middle in that last play. I just didn't know if he could throw it on the run like that. And Cameron Peoples is going to get a nice gain. We're going to call our timeout. Be able to give our guys a breather, get a play that we want, so we're not rushing it here. Gonna have a little bit of a play. Cameron's gonna have a nice spin move, and we're down to 2nd and 2. I'm going to call a no huddle there. See if we can hit them with this play action fake. And can he throw it to Miller Gibbs? He will not get the first. It's 3rd and inches. Get back to the line if we can and just run it. See what we can do. Down to 14 seconds left, and Cameron's going to run for the first. We'll no huddle again. Ideally, we can just punch it in here. And should be able to. That's a wide open touchdown. Cameron Peoples' 4th touchdown of the day, and we're up 31-0 at half. So 31-zip at the half. We might be simming some of this one, guys. We're probably going to try to give them a few opportunities here to see what they have before we decide to sim it. But a great play from the quarterback. Daquan Wright just torched us with that route. That was for sure the longest pickup of the day. And they're gonna try to run with it. And their quarterback's got some wheels on him for 16. Okay. They're moving the ball quite well as they're already down past midfield. This is the closest they've been to scoring, I believe. And that is just a fantastic play from Ryan Simmons. He's going to lose 3. 2nd and long now. Has one person in the back. Oh, dang. Ronald Clark was about 2 feet to the right, or else that was a pick. See what they got on 3rd and short. Gonna motion their tight end over a little bit. Expecting some sort of pass play, and that's gonna be a sack. Is that Jordan Earl? It's gonna be Mike Mayhew credited with the sack, but he has been a beast as a freshman. Do they have the leg for this? This is a long field goal. This is a very long field goal. It is not even close. Try to run a little bit more read option game here as we're going to have a nice run with Cameron, and he'll fight for 10 yards. Cameron Peoples is having a monster of a day. He's almost at 100 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. That's kind of crazy, actually. Going to see what we can do on for quarterback running, and he just gets leveled. He's not the most elusive person in the open field. 1st and 10, going to try to run it off to Cameron again, and he does not get much, just back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, we'll see what's available. And just going to have not much there. We're just going to run with it again, and Brady McBride's going to get pushed out for another 15. We were really hoping Caden Robinson was going to turn upfield. I was just trying to buy us some time. He ended up not ever turning upfield, so we just had to run with it, but it would have been amazing if he would have went upfield. And Cameron's going to find a way to get 4 out of that. 2nd down, we'll see if we can scroll out here and see what we can find. It is, he had an open man, but he missed him. It was a hard pass, though, on the run. See if we can hit him with something underneath again. And Christian's going to make the catch, but get 4, and it's going to be 4th and short. So we're just going to go for the field goal. We have an extra 4 miles an hour with us, so we should be able to make like close to 60 now. And we're up 34-0. So 1st and 10, they have to score here. They have to do something. And that is a sack. Is that Jordan Earl? It is Jordan Earl's 10th sack. He is 3 sacks away from tying the school record. Do I think Jordan Earl's going to do it? I don't know. That is a lot of sacks for a D tackle towards the end of the season. But that would be awesome if we did. And he is going to go down. Hansky Palient with an 11-yard sack as we just saw that screenplay from a mile away. Hansky Palient is actually another senior that's going to be leaving towards the end of this year, so we'll be missing him as well. And he is going to go down. Was that Mike Mayhew? Again with another sack. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Our defense is eating right now. Going to send the block team. Does not get home, but Deshaun Davis will have a lot of space to run with this one. And he has a ton of room. Is he able to bring it back? He can't, but he's down to the 14-yard line. I don't know, guys, but I think we're just going to end up seeing you guys in the next one here, as this one is just not even close. Brady McBride putting on some moves, and he's down to the 1. That was fantastic running. Guys, I got to show you the craziest interception just to come back into the game real quick. They threw the ball, and it bounced off the tight end, and somehow this counted as an interception. He got his 1 foot in right there. Andrew Parker is insane. So there we have it, guys. Another touchdown. That is the 6th touchdown of the day for Cameron Peoples, breaking the school record for the most touchdowns rushing. That is gonna end this game 65-0. A shutout, our first shutout, I believe, in school history. Cameron Peoples went off. 181 yards and 7 touchdowns. Yes, you saw it right. 7 rushing touchdowns. This man broke the school record, shut out our opponent. I mean, this guy was on another level in this game. Our defense did absolutely excellent in every facet of the game. Run defense, pass defense, we were just suffocating at all times of the game. For player stats, Brady McBride, 20 for 31, 275 and a touchdown. Great day for him. Cameron Peoples, like we said, 31 rushes, 181 and 7 touchdowns. That's crazy. 3 rushes of over 20 yards. Deshaun Davis ended up having 4 catches for 97, which was solid. Christian Horn was kind of held in check there with only 9 yards on 3 catches. And defensively, I mean, everyone, just A+. Mike Mayhew over there with 2 sacks, couple TFLs. Ryan Simmons, look at the 2 rookies right here. Mike Mayhew and Ryan Simmons getting TFLs, getting sacks, making a difference. Andrew Parker and Milan Tucker both getting picks. Just excellent all across the board. So after simming, we are ranked 17th in the country. We are so close to making the college football playoff, guys. Recruiting this week, we just basically threw everybody else remaining for a visit against Florida. And we are staying in some pretty tight battles here. Matt Smith is that guy that we really, really want. The 5-star prospect, 89 speed, 88 accuracy, and 84 throw power. He is a beast of a quarterback and could really play any position on the field. We're probably going to make it to the offseason with him, so we're just going to have a tough recruiting battle, especially against a conference rival in Miami. Jesse Billings is a lockdown corner. We are leading pretty heavily on him, to be honest, and we should be able to knock BYU out of the race at the end of this week, and should be making it pretty tough for UCF to be able to do anything. But we'll still most likely be going to the offseason. Brian Gray, kind of the same thing here. I imagine Ole Miss will catch up pretty significantly with their bye week. Or not their bye week, but their visit. But we are still gaining pretty good on everybody other than that. Dale Malloy we're losing points with each week, and Clemson still has their visit, so we might get kicked off completely from him, which would be unfortunate because he does look pretty solid for a corner. We have 2 defensive ends we're looking at. Chris Harris, which we're gaining on, but we're still behind. Same with Nicholas Hill. Should be able to take this to the offseason on both of them. 2 of these running backs, we look like, well, at least this one will look like we're in pretty good situation to get. Cedric Myers will be a little bit more of a battle, but he's not super high priority if we don't have the points in the offseason for him. Kind of the same thing with this quarterback. We probably will get him, but he's not super high priority for us to be dumping points into like the other guys at the top of the list. So here we go, guys. Top 25 action against Florida. This is a big game for us to see if we can make it to the college football playoff. And that is a good gang tackle there for only a 3-yard gain for Montrell Johnson Jr. Our defense has been on a hot streak lately, and we hope that it continues. And that is a sack. Huge play from Mike Mayhew showing up in a clutch game as he just bum rushed the quarterback immediately and got the sack. So it is 3rd and long. We'll see what they try to do. Looks like some sort of screenplay, and it's another sack, and it's Ryan Simmons that time as both freshmen are eating early. We normally start with a run play, but we're going to start with a pass this time. That is a terrible pass. It was supposed to go to Dalton Stroman, and it was so bad of a pass. He threw it to Christian Horn. We got to hope that stops now because that could have been a pick. We have no idea where that could have gone, but it luckily ended up okay. And Cameron Peoples is going to get a few yards on his first rush for 4. Our team is already bowl eligible with having 8 wins on the season, but that is not where our goals are for this season, as we really feel like we can make it pretty close to the college football playoff. It is 3rd and short. Gonna just dump it off to Tim Cox, and he's gonna pick up the first. So far, this offense is moving the ball pretty well, and there is nothing doing. Another loss on the run. I think we're gonna try something a little bit sketchier here, as it's just unfortunate. Oh no, okay. Whew. We tried to throw that out of bounds, but it was a little bit too close to the sideline. See if we can pick something up here on 3rd down. It's going to be a good pass to Deshaun Davis for the first down. That was a dart from Brady McBride. See what we can get on the next play here. Cameron's going to knife his way forward for 4. 2nd down and short. Gonna have an open receiver. It's a touchdown for Christian Horn, and we're up 7-0. Christian Horn had a nice break off of this route and was wide open in the end zone. Negative 16 yards to start the game. See if we can try to use Mike Mayhew this time and keep the pressure up. And that is a great TFL. There's nothing happening there. Brendan Harrington is in on the TFL. See what they have up their sleeve on second down and long. Gonna throw the ball and Amari Filia gets the deflection. It was a terrible pass. Third down and long now. They're gonna try to pick it up and Andrew Parker's there to push him out of bounds on the screen and it's a punt. Let's see if we can get Christian Horn involved on the little handoff here. See what that does. And oh my goodness, he got leveled. Let's not do that. Second down and 7. Oh, Christian dropped it. We'll have a third and medium now to pick up, and Deshaun Davis is going to get the catch, but it's not enough for the first. We're going to have to punt that. So it was super unfortunate that we have to punt on that one. We weren't able to quite pick up the first, and now we'll see what Florida does on their next possession as they get an 8-yard catch over the middle. Second down and short. They're going to run the ball, and Nick Ross is going to be there, but it's not enough power to keep him from the first. First down again for Florida as they're going to do some play action, and almost intercepted from Andrew Parker. Oh, Andrew, that would have been huge. Andrew Parker is one of the players who is being recruited for, not recruited, but being voted for the Butkus Award. And oh my goodness, wow, that's insane. He's going to take that to the house. Graham Merritt's just trucked both safeties, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. That is a terrible play, tackling-wise. Oh, so I can't believe we just allowed some sort of 60-yard something run from their quarterback. But Cameron Peoples has a nice gain. He's just not quite fast enough to take that, but he gets 7. Offensive coordinator has really liked us using this play call to throw over the middle, and Christian Horn's going to make the catch, and he's going to get 9. Gotta have a good drive this time. We really need to put up points for sure on the board. Cameron is just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. See what we have on this next down. Going to just dump it off to Miller Gibbs, and he's going to hold on for 6. Against a really top-tier team like this, we really have to just take what the defense gives us. And that is an open pass to Tim Cox, and that's a first down for 11 yards. Don't believe we have tried a read option yet. See what happens, and that is going to be a fumble. I hope that doesn't stand. Oh, it might stand. They're going to review it. Okay, they are going to booth review it. Let's see where this was. I think he's down. I think his something landed, his knee. Yeah, I think his knee landed before the ball came out. It was reversed. Okay, woo. So it'll be second down then after that play. And it's going to be knocked down. Good coverage from the linebacker. We weren't really expecting him to be able to make that play. Going to have a great open pass to Deshaun Davis. He's going to fight his way downfield for 24 yards. Deshaun Davis being in that slot position has really emerged over the last few weeks being a very reliable part of this offense. And that is going to be a wide open run for Brady McBride. He's going to make it into the end zone for a 25-yard touchdown run. And we're back in front. There was just nobody there to stop him from running that read option. And he was able to just take it the distance. We got to do something to stop him from running the ball because we don't want to be doing that all game. And that is just another example of a broken tackle. Second down and 1, most likely running the ball here. And Brendan Harrington is going to be there to stop him. And he's actually injured off that tackle. Andrew Parker came in and held him out. So we are in Wildcat. I am not happy about this. I'm expecting something to happen. And it's going to get the first. There's just not much. Even the backup running back, there's still no shot. I keep forgetting. I think I found out the other day that it was Tampa 2 zone was what was working well for us against that, but I don't run across it that often and I always forget. 2nd and 8 then for Florida as they're getting closer and closer to midfield. That's a big hit on Trevor Etienne from Nick Ross. I think we're going to try to send some pressure here on 3rd down, and they're just going to throw it out of bounds. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. Getting them to a 4th down. They're going to pitch this one out, and Nick Ross is there. It's not going to happen. It's a turnover on downs. excellent defense from App State. And Florida's running back is out for 6 weeks. That is a terrifying injury for them, especially this late in the season. And Cameron Peoples is going to have to try to do something, but everyone's destroying their blocks, and he's going to lose a yard. 7 rushes for 10 yards is not ideal. That is not what you want by any means. Just going to dump that one off to Peoples, and he's going to get a few yards and make it a 3rd and manageable. So it is 3rd and 6 then. Oh, that's terrible. He underthrew that by a mile, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. That's a terrible pass, Brady. You got to look at that corner route. If you throw that up towards the 20-yard line or the 30-yard line, that's a complete pass. He underthrew him by a lot. It's definitely one of those things that you miss about having Ryan Berger's throw power in here. Having only in the 70s for throw power does come back to bite you more often than not. But that is something that will get better as we get better quarterbacks and better players. It will make a difference, and he's not going to get the first. He's stood up. Here we go on 3rd and 1. See if it might be a run. It is a fake. They're going to throw it, and it's incomplete. He dropped it. They are going for it again. This is very crucial, considering the fact that we held them out last time, and we threw a pick, so they got it back. And, oh my goodness, that is not what you want, as we were there to make the tackle and missed it. We have not been able to get very much pressure on Graham at all today, as he has been able to get rid of the ball very quickly, and that is a good defensive stand there. They're definitely in field goal range at this point, so something needs to happen defensively for us to hold them out, and that is an excellent find. Excellent find for the 1st down. We were fully expecting him to be targeting the middle of the field on that last one, and he was not. So that is not what you want, and that is going to be great for us, as that's a huge TFL. A 5-yard tackle for loss. Ryan Simmons just blew that up. So 2nd and long. What can we do on this one? That is a good tackle immediately, but they get back to the original line of scrimmage. Just about 2 minutes left in the half. I'm going to see what we can do. That's a great throw to the run. Is that the running back? No, that was the tight end who just destroyed our Andrew Parker. We'll see what we have here. Going to be, oh, that was an excellent play call. Excellent play call against zone coverage. There was nobody there at all, and it's back to a tie game. So we have about a 2-minute drive to see what we can do before the half, and we'll just get 2 and start moving the clock. Looks like some good man coverage here. Ends up being zone. So not much you can do except for just run with Brady McBride, and he's going to pick up the first. Perfect. So the clock continues to run after the 1st down pickup. See what we can do on this next attempt. It is, oh, what a play by the safety. What an absolute beast of a play. I don't even think he was supposed to be covering that assignment at all, and he was able to make an insane break on the ball. Wow. That play by the safety was one of the best defensive plays I've ever seen an AI do. Ever. That was a fantastic play. I don't think I've seen that before, and that is a good throw to the tight end. So it's 2nd and short, and we are in a rough position now, and Ronald Clark's going to be in there. All right. We are going to end up calling one of our timeouts here because we don't want them to be able to run the whole thing out and get a lead. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, I thought he was going inside. He went outside. That was perfect. See if we just want to end up taking this thing to the half, or if we want to be trying for points. Going to throw that away. We probably should just take it to the half. We don't want to throw another turnover here. See what we can get on 2nd down. Nobody open at all. Excellent coverage from Florida. I feel like the offensive coordinator really wanted us to run the ball there, but I feel like we run the ball, they just call a timeout and immediately get the ball back. So that is not the play that we want to have, and it's a perfect pass to Dalton Stroman. Amazing pass to Dalton Stroman for a 1st down. So now we are back in enemy territory with a 1st down. Gonna have a nice throw. Oh my goodness, you can't miss him like that, man. Come on, Brady. When we get plays like that for sure points. Oh, not again. Christian Horn even more wide open than the last pass that he missed. 3rd down now. See what we can get. So we're just going to have to run with Brady McBride. He's got plenty of space, and he'll get the first. 27 seconds left in the half. We'll see what we can do to hit somebody underneath, and they're going to make a play. We're going to have to call a timeout, though. Don't know how I like our odds here. That's a wide open play to Caden Robinson, and we're going to have to no-huddle it. See if we have enough time. 16 seconds left on the clock. See what we can get on this one. Gonna have an open man in the middle. Deshaun Davis for the touchdown. And it's all tied back up. So we'll see if they're just going to run it out here. Oh, no, don't do it. They're just trying to run it out. Amari Filia is going to be there to make the tackle, but it's going to be a free field goal. A 55-yard run up the middle. Why is this what we always do? This is just not what you want at all. And it's straight down Broadway. See if we can try another screenplay. We haven't really tried one in a bit. This Cameron's going to get a nice little gain there for 5. Try to see about running the ball again. Let's see what we have. And Cameron's going to get absolutely leveled for only 2 yards. It is 3rd and short. Gonna have a nice pass to Eli Wilson. Man, he breaks that tackle. He's still running. OC wants us to try this play again, except this time it's Miller Gibbs gonna be over there, and he's gonna break a tackle. Okay. Breaks another tackle, and he's down to the 30. This man making moves. See if we can do the little jet touch pass to Dalton Stroman, and he's not getting much of anything at all. 2nd down and 10. Gonna be nothing doing. Just gonna have to throw that out of bounds. So everyone was locked up. Looks like we got some pretty strict man coverage here across the middle. Good catch to Deshaun Davis. He has been clutch for us in this game. We're hoping Miller Gibbs is gonna be able to get open on this one. Looks like we're just gonna try to run with it, and I don't know what he was doing there, but he ran out of bounds a little earlier than he needed to. Going back to the screen again, and all the linemen got fooled, but there was a linebacker who randomly was not. See what happens on 3rd down and 8, and it's going to be a wide open pass to Deshaun Davis, and he's going to get the touchdown, and we're back in front. He made an excellent move on the corner route, burnt the corner, and was wide open for the touchdown. He just needed to haul it in. I mean, guys, so far we've let up more points on defense in this game than we've allowed in the last, 3 weeks. This is nuts. See if we can stop the bleeding here as their run game is just destroying us. Jeez. See, that was literally one guy away from all the way into the end zone again. The blocking is just insane. Apparently, Florida's offensive line is destroying us up front. Their tight end, though, Zipper, he is a problem. 90 speed, he is a definite problem. And that is a good throw for 12 yards and another 1st down. See what we can do on 1st. We're going to try to send a little bit of pressure here. And they're going to have a wide... Oh, no. Don't tell me. Okay, good push out. But, jeez. Every run looks like they're going to have a home run off of it. Look at this blocking. Nobody's getting off those blocks. And if we can't tackle in the first 1 or 2 attempts, it's a touchdown. So we can get on 1st down. It was a counter. Good play for the counter. We were hoping it was a read option so we could level that quarterback. And remember, guys, Trevor Etienne is their backup. Their backup has 100 yards rushing on us right now, and he's getting up slow. So what are the odds we get their 3rd stringer in here? Because apparently running the ball is just, that's what's working right now. And that is a good throw. Just an immediate quick throw. Can't react to it. Gets the 1st. We can do this, guys. Come on. We can make a big stand defensively. We can do it. It's going to be a throw, and Ethan Johnson, you got to come down with that. He threw a duck into double coverage. Problem is I don't want to say expect pass on this because I really don't know what it's going to be. And that is a perfect throw in between 2 defenders. And he's down. He is injured. So here we go on 1st and goal. We'll see what they're going to do here. Trying to bring everybody into this one. And it's going to be a pitch out, and they're not going to make it. Barely fast enough was Ronald Clark to drag him down, but he still, I think he gained a yard. So it looks like the wide receiver for Florida will return soon. So good news for Florida fans. And that is an excellent play. Nick Ross is going to hold him out. And that is going to be a sack. I don't know who got the sack. Was it Hansky Palient? It was, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't know how he got in so fast, but that was huge. We're definitely doing safe field goal block here. I do not want to even attempt to block this. We just want to let them take the 3 and keep the mound, and we did it. We survived to keep the lead. That is insane defense. Not super opposed to start running clock here pretty soon if we start getting some first. That's a huge hit. That's a massive collision. See what we get on 2nd and 11, but we got to do something different here. Going to be a good throw. Miller Gibbs, another drop. He's going to have double-digit drops if he doesn't already this season. 3rd down and 11 now. Going to throw to Christian Horn. He's going to make the catch, and he's going to pick up the first. We knew he was going to have sure hands, and we could rely on him. Puts us up over 250 yards passing. Cameron Peoples is going to get 3. We're just going to keep that ball going, keep the clock moving. Don't necessarily need to run clock yet. We just want to make sure the clock's always moving. And we're just going to fall forward for 3. We still need to be aggressive. That is some of the other things. Going to be a good throw to Christian Horn. He's got some speed around the outside, and he's going to take this thing to the end zone. Christian Horn with a 57-yard touchdown off of a curl route. And that's going to push this lead further. See what Florida does on their next try here. As they are going to have a... Oh, that was a rough pass there as he had pressure right in his face. So it's 2nd and 10 now. They're going to try to motion over one of their guys. And that is a nice pass in between 2 players again. Just not quite fast enough with the safety to get there in time. It's going to be a first. They're really liking those slant routes. And Ronald Clark was so close to getting a TFL, and instead they gained 16 yards. Oh, my goodness. But we're up 35-27 going into the last quarter. Stinks on those pursuit angles where you think you have it fine, and you could definitely dive earlier if necessary, but you don't want to because it's going to decrease your chance of actually getting a tackle. And then instead you just get tapped by the blocker and don't even get to attempt the tackle. After that gain of 9, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 to see if they can pick it up. And right down Broadway, Mike Mayhew's going to get the sack on the play action. He just shot the gap and was right in the quarterback's face. That's a big play. 3rd and 9 now. They got to do something to pick this up. They're going to throw it deep, and it's a wide open receiver. He burnt Ethan Johnson, and then it's a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Aiden Mazel just toasted him. So here we go. They're going to get it. They do. So now we are all tied, and it is our time to be on offense again as Cameron Peoples is going to have the ball, and he's going to get a first down on the run. I mean, the odds of us actually draining this entire quarter, not super high. Great back juke from Cameron Peoples. I think he was going to lose yards if he didn't do that. See what we get on 2nd down and 7. Could just dump it off, but just going to take the yards we can get and get the first down. I just didn't want him to throw an errant pass when we had a first down in front of us. So want the clock to keep moving. Going to try to run the ball up the middle. Not a good idea as we're going to lose a yard. 2nd down and 11 then. We're going to just go. Oh. That was close. 3rd and 11. This is a big potential play, as that's going to be a nice pass to Deshaun Davis, and he holds on for the first. Excellent job holding on to the ball for Deshaun Davis, because that was a late throw, and he was able to hold that. And the run up the middle is going to get 5, and I think we're pretty close to being able to start milking this clock. We don't want to be complacent. We do not want to settle for a field goal here. Touchdown would be the only thing that would make us happy, because we're not going to get anything on that one. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 5 as Nate Noel had to come in since everyone else was pretty tired. Just going to dump that off to Deshaun Davis, and he's going to make a nice man miss and gets the first. Good job staying in bounds from Deshaun Davis. We're down to a good old fullback dive. Just try to get some yards here. David Larkins is going to get 2. 2nd down and 8 as we are getting to under 3 minutes left in this one here. And Brady McBride, his only option is to run with it. And he has a ton of space, and he's just going to go out of bounds for a gain of 18, and we're down inside the 15. We are down to the 10-yard line on this drive now. Cameron's going to try to make a man miss and gets 4. Gets hit hard again. This Florida team is a very hard-hitting bunch. 2nd down and 6 as we have this thing down to about 2 minutes left in the game here. And there's a flag down. Looks like it's going to be holding on the offense, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Isaiah Helms just sent us packing. Going back decent amount of yards. We're actually able to get even more time off the clock, though, oddly enough. So I'm gonna let this thing run a bit, and we're gonna try a read option, but we now successfully have it under 2 minutes, which is good. But Brady McBride's not getting much there, as we're gonna lose a yard, and it's gonna be 3rd and long. So here we go, 3rd and 15. Gonna throw it to Christian Horn. He's gonna make the catch, and he's in for the touchdown. We were hoping he was going to be able to get open on that press coverage, and he made a fantastic move to get off of the corner just in time before his quarterback got destroyed. But that is clutch, as we are down to 1 minute 18 seconds left, and we have taken the lead. So it's time for Graham Mertz to come back in again. And honestly, it might be Graham Mertz. I don't actually remember how it's pronounced, so I probably am butchering his name in this entire game, which would be terrible, but also fun, kind of funny at the same time. And they're just going to throw that one out of bounds. It's time for the defense to see if they can hold. It's 2nd down. We got to hold them. It's for sure 4-down territory. They're going to throw that over the middle, and it's a perfect pass for a 1st down and a gain of almost 20. Going no huddle. See what they got with just over a minute left in this game. Got plenty of time. Got timeouts. Everything's on their side right now as they're down for another 1st down and out of bounds. I don't want to blitz them. I know what's been working for us so far has been, not super great since we've allowed 35 points, but we can't go changing our whole scheme right now for no reason. And Ryan Simmons is going to get a sack. The sack is big, making them call their timeout. So here we go. 2 timeouts left now. And that's going to be a good throw over the middle. Gets 4, but it's good for us because they're going to have to call a 2nd timeout. So here we are, 3rd down. Big play for them. They're going to throw it, and Nick Ross was right there to almost get that pick, but just couldn't. It's 4th and 2. This is the ball game right here. What is this? And they're just not going to get it. For some reason, one of our corners was covering someone on the opposite side of the field, so I had to go take them away. Brendan Harrington made the tackle he needed to make, and we're just going to be able to knee this thing out. They called our timeout. We have one more knee left, and we will be icing this one. So that is going to do it. We are going to survive against Florida. Brady McBride had a fantastic game. He had a couple rough passes that led to interceptions, which really kind of turned the tide in this game and made it a little closer than it could have been or should have been. But, still he had 352 and 6 touchdowns on the day. And so, you can never be bad at that if you beat a top 10 team. They're a good team. It's not like we were expecting to shut them out or blow them out or not commit any turnovers. But overall, we did what we needed to do to be able to get the win. And I'm proud of our guys for it. We really did solid, getting us up to 9 wins this season in the regular season. So we'll see if we're going to make the college football playoff. We need to get a couple more positions, and that might be a little bit too big of a jump. So yeah, Brady McBride for stats, 25 for 37, 352 and 5 touchdowns. Did throw those 2 picks, but overall, that's one of his better games. He also had 73 yards rushing on the ground and another touchdown to top it off. And receiving-wise, Deshaun Davis came to life. 8 catches, 107 and 2 touchdowns. Christian Horn also clutch as always, 6 catches for 113 and 3 touchdowns, coming back from his real rough performance last week. And then defensively, Andrew Parker leading the way as he has all season long. Ryan Simmons and Mike Mayhew just continue to make play after play after play for these freshmen. These two better be all freshmen, like at least all freshmen ACC, but they're doing fantastic. 2 sacks apiece really helped the whole cause. So after beating Florida, we simmed the next week, and looks like we're in a recruiting battle with a handful of players, except for Dale Malloy, the 75 overall corner, did commit to Clemson. Super unlucky, but we got a lot of points for all these other people that visited. So let's look at recruiting and see where we're at. So guys, we made it to rank 12. We are going to most likely still be in the college football playoff. It's a bye week this week, so we'll be simming to see where we finish up the regular season. We are neck and neck with quite a few players going into the offseason. We were luckily able to just upgrade our coach to get an extra couple points for it. And bam, perfect. 3 people commit right before the offseason. That is huge for us. It looks like we are still at number 12. We do not make the conference championship, which is unfortunate. We ended up finishing 3rd in our conference. We just could not catch back up to Miami and North Carolina, as they just ended with 10 wins each, and we were just kind of stuck at 9. We were having a struggling beginning to the season, and that just kind of hurt our chances of making our conference championship. So looking at our top 25, we got Georgia, Kansas, Tulane somehow at 3, Florida State, South Alabama somehow at 5. Kind of just quickly scrolling through the rest to see if there's anyone else surprising. But it doesn't super look like it. Arizona State's kind of cool, and same with TCU there. So looking at the guys that we committed to our program, Corey Calhoun is a 4-star running back. He's 6'1", 207. He committed. He has 91 speed. He's a nice little burner. He's got some juke moves, spin, stiff arm, decently elusive. Looks like he should be a pretty solid player for us. He even has some decent route running in there. Nicholas Hill is a 6'5", 272 4-star defensive end. Might even be able to use him a D tackle if we're a little weak in that spot, which I think we might be with those 2 studs with Mike Mayhew and Ryan Simmons we have. We'll have to just see where he fits in the defense there. And then Kurt Smith, 6'5", 3-star quarterback. Going to be one of our backup quarterbacks most likely. But he's got 84 speed for a true quarterback position, which is pretty solid. And it's got some nice rushing stats. And 77 throw power, 70 throw accuracy. We'll probably redshirt him year 1 and see how he progresses. So Jalen Daniels is going to win the Heisman by a pretty sizable amount for Kansas. Looking like he had a pretty solid year, having almost 3,500 yards and 44 touchdowns. Andrew Parker officially won the Dick Butkus Award. Our kicker, Mike Hughes, ended up winning the Lou Groza Award. Deshaun Davis won his 2nd Jet Award. So guys, we'll be picking back up next episode with the postseason. We'll look at our stats, we'll see who wins awards, and we'll see how we wrap up the recruiting to see if we can place in the top 25 recruiting class. So looks pretty promising, but we'll have to see how that one goes. So until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.